Xavier, now playing.
Oh, yes. The Wolverine is definitely best at what he does. But what he does isn't very nice. You got that, bub?
I couldn't have said better myself, Dylan. Guys, we saw Logan, and Logan, I have to say right now, we're not going to give much away at all. We really can't. Dylan's lost for words, and me, myself, I thought it was a great Marvel film, and also a great solid film in its own. It's not connected to the Marvel Universe, and it's good that's not connected to the Marvel Universe, because you know what? I think Logan and Deadpool are both rated R, and they're both their standalone universes, and it was just fantastic. I really loved Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman was, oh my god, he played the role as always, and I haven't seen the X-Men films in such a long time. I only remember seeing the first two in the early 2000s, but revisiting one of the characters from the X-Men universe, being the iconic Wolverine, Logan, was a treat. He was fantastic. Hugh Jackman really did the role. And I have to say also the Carnage, oh my god, me and him we're like two kids having a birthday party both together on the same day. We were just excited. We loved the Carnage and the guts. Let me tell you, he has those claws and it just goes through the head. Heads fly off, arms fly off, there's blood, there's screaming, there's a bunch of terror and carnage. And it's just beautiful.
Oh, it was glorious. I can't say much about this film, but let's just say, I just have to say, my God, what it was just,
The direction it went and how dark and bleak it was just really the movie of redemption within the character and also within the X-Men. We're not going to get into anything at all, but Hugh Jackman pulled it off. You really feel for him. He's really this broken guy. I mean, everything is so different in the role. It's the future. It's 2029, and he's just a broken guy. You know, he's out in the middle of nowhere around Texas, near Mexico, just doing a regular job and heavily drinking, and he's developing his near end, his demise essentially.
Yeah.
And it's just what a great performance. Fantastic. I love Hugh Jackman. Patrick Stewart as well. He was fantastic as well. He's just an iconic person, whether it is from Star Trek or whatever other role he's done.
Yeah.
Professor Xavier comes to mind. It was great seeing Professor Xavier from when I saw the original X-Men film way back in the day.
Yeah.
It was just fantastic. Patrick Stewart, love it. Just fantastic. He was the best.
Oh, he nobody else could play Professor Xavier.
No.
Well, maybe that young other British actor who played as his younger self, but then again, but that being said, nobody can play Professor Xavier than Patrick Stewart.
Right. This film does not connect to the X-Men universe or Marvel, like we said. So you could go see this film by yourself, and you don't need any references to the X-Men or to the other MCU films. That's what I did with Deadpool. It's like Deadpool. It's in its own realm. It's in its own storyline, and I just loved it. There's little Easter eggs here and there. Dylan noticed a few things, but overall, they're not major. There's nothing really connected. It is just great. I love the storyline and how it connects with someone new in Logan's life. We're not going to say who, but I thought she was fucking badass.
Oh yeah.
She was a fucking what? 8, 9-year-old roughly?
Yeah, tops.
Mm-hmm.
And she you don't want to screw with this kid.
No. Oh my god, I can't say anything. I cannot tell you anything. I can't give you any clues because it'll ruin it.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, that was fun.
She was brutal as hell.
Oh, she fucks shit up and she takes names. She doesn't give a fuck. It was just perfect. I love the choreography of the fighting, the cutting on action. I love the cinematography, how it cuts to different angles and all the blood and the carnage, and oh my god, it was so much fun. It's a blast. This film was a blast. But it's also a serious film in its nature, and there's a lot of character developments. And let's just say, I think what really got to me was Professor Xavier. Let's just say, I'm not going to get into the specifics, but he's not his self like he was before in the past.
Yeah.
From what I last recall. And it's hard-hitting and depressing to see the chemistry between Wolverine, Logan, and, Professor Xavier, trying to communicate, trying to talk. It's really, I cannot give away specifics of what is wrong with Professor Xavier, but it's just, it's hard hitting and it's really emotional, and just both actors do justice to their performances and to the intentions of where their characters are going in terms of character development.
Yeah, let's just say, whatever happened, possibly to the other X-Men, it just tore Professor X bit by bit, and it just left him
really
completely traumatized, delusional, and crazy. He's lost himself.
His psychological condition, his human condition, isn't as it was before. But Patrick Stewart, fantastic job. It's a really great film. I mean, I loved it. There's also something else going on in the storyline we won't give away, but let's just say it's a big corporate medical facility, and let me tell you, what goes on in there is a conspiracy, but we find out through video footage and archives and more information about this facility. And this said facility, we'll call it that, it is just madness. Like it's like a concentration camp of what they do, and their experimentations are just so brutal and just it's fucked up, but it leaves you open to what could happen in the future.
It was just so disturbing to see something like that.
Very
it actually
disturbing.
Made my skin crawl a bit.
It does make your skin crawl of what happens going on in there, because it's like this facility, and you have this dictator going around and doing all this crazy shit. What did you think of the villain? What did you think of Donald, essentially, without giving much away?
Well, technically, the only thing I wanted was to see Wolverine's claws go through his fucking skull. That's all I have to say, really. But other than that, actually, the villain overall, I think it was pretty good for, someone who's hunting down mutants.
Right. Mm-hmm. I thought it was cool. I thought the character and the cast member who played this position did a great job. He was just the overall menacing bad son of a bitch, and I just couldn't stand him.
Yeah, I know. You just really want Wolverine to, like I said, stick one of his claws into that dude's skull.
Exactly. He was just a menacing guy. And while this film we both loved, there were some issues, okay? We're not going to get into those specific spoilers of what is indicated in the film that we've witnessed, but some scenes are rushed too quickly. Some people are not in this long enough like we expected from the previews. And there's a certain character who doesn't really bond until later on. I mean, what did you think of that? Did you just want something to happen already? I mean, come on, you have all this devastation and all this tragedy happen. Say something.
I was waiting for a while for this, for this little girl to, say something. Speak, damn it.
Yeah, I felt that too, and I also felt, some parts of the movie of what happened to certain people were too quick. That's all I have to say. So that was kind of just like, oh, come on, really? That was kind of disappointing. I kind of wanted more expenditure on that. And I also wanted more from the little girl, but the little girl's fucking badass. That's all I have to say. But Logan, guys, it's great. It has its humor. You see how they bond together, how these characters bond. And it's great. It's a fun time. There's a lot of humor into it.
Yeah.
But don't let it discourage you. I know some people don't like humor in superhero films, especially when it's also a film in itself and has a serious intention and a theme. But it's great. I thought Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, everyone else in their scenes together, they were funny, they were hilarious. It was just a great bond, and the dialogue really works.
Yeah. And let me just say, even though this was a very serious, great, action-packed, bloody film, it was also extremely, very, very sad.
It's very sad. We're not going to give it away. I'm sure most of you out there have seen Logan by now, but if you haven't, see it. But it is just... It's depressing, it's downbeat, but you know what? I think everything needs a conclusion, everything needs an ending. It can't just be the good guys,
that always win.
It can't be the good guys always win and continue. There's always something that has to happen.
Yeah.
But we're not going to give that away, but I mean, it's just foreshadowed of what the destiny of this film is and where our main character is going to. It was very dark, very evil, very against the traditional superhero arc of endings. I think.
And to be honest, when there was a certain scene of that moment, when I saw a certain scene I almost wanted to lose my shit.
I want to lose my shit too, but you know what? Without giving it away, I thought it was justified. It has to have an ending. It's rated R. It has to be dark and bleak. I like that Marvel is branching out rated R films, and it's not the PG-13 MCU films. It is its own entity, and it's dark, and it's brutal, and it doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
It has to be that way, Dylan. That's what I like. That's what I really like about Marvel. The fact that they could do another film just like Deadpool was. They could make something on its own merits was just fantastic. I love the story. I love the cinematography, the cutting on action, the editing, and overall the film itself. It really built up, and go see Logan. I definitely recommend it. And also, there's a little surprise for you.
Yeah.
Which I thought was funny, because me and him, we're not going to say what it is, but we're all excited. We're like, okay, Logan, fuck yeah. And then it just goes, it breaks the record. The record just scratches.
Yeah.
And we get something new.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, you'll see who.
Yeah, you'll see who. So yeah, you know, if you got nothing to do, you know, Beauty and the Beast, fuck that.
Yeah.
This movie, fuck that. This movie, fuck that. Go see fucking Logan.
Yeah.
Logan is
The
fantastic.
shit.
It is amazing. And it is just fun. Also, word of warning, just like Deadpool, this film and its nature and the content probably isn't for your kids.
Nope.
So it's not going to be like, Mommy, I want to see Avengers. I want to see Iron Man and Thor and Hulk. No. It's not going to be that movie.
Nope.
I mean, it's fucking bloody. It's brutal. There's some subject matter involved that's not for someone's liking. But you know what? That's fine. It's good to have Marvel branch out to the fucking adults, to the big boy table.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. A little while ago, someone told me there was like a certain scene where this film was somewhat connected to the Marvel MCU, but I didn't even see what the hell.
I didn't see that either, Dylan. I mean, you noticed a couple little pieces of previous Wolverine films, but it never really connected to me. Did it to you?
No.
Even though I haven't seen X-Men except for the first two films, it never really connected to me as, oh, this connects to Avengers, Hulk, Iron Man, blah blah. It was its own thing. I don't get whoever told you that was really not credible.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like what like I don't know.
This is Logan. This is Logan himself. Everything in the MCU from that point on is irrelevant. And yeah, Hugh Jackman, sir, you did a great beginning and an end, and just fantastic, and just wonderful.
You were always my favorite Wolverine, Hugh Jackman.
Really excellently crafted, excellently executed, and filmed, and so on. The direction, just everything. I can't say enough. I think we're kind of stretching it a bit with the length. I don't know how long we're going or blabber on about this fucking movie, but Logan, guys, check this out. This is one of the films you have to see. We loved Logan. It was fantastic, but also for us, what really got us to see films now of 2017 was Kong. King Kong got us into it, but we're not going to focus on King Kong because we already did that video. But Logan, guys, if you love X-Men and if you love a brutal film and you like something in its own entity, then get up off your ass. Go bring some buddies with you. You know, buy some beers at the theater if they got beer for you, or popcorn, whatever the fuck you consume and eat and shit, and watch it.
Yeah, watch Logan. Yeah, that's all we really have to say.
Yep. So what's our next thing? I mean, our next thing is going to be a little while from now because we're taking a break from the cinema.
Yeah.
But just if you want to indicate what the next thing will be in terms of cinema reviews.
Feel free to stay tuned for hopefully in the future when we do our next film, which is Go Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers, not to throw a tangent again, but I loved that shit as a kid. I didn't give a fuck about it later, but now since they're doing a movie and it has fucking Heisenberg, I want to see it. So, yeah.
So there you have it.
Cool. All right, guys. You guys stay cool. We'll see you around. We got some stuff planned, like we said, but we'll do that whenever. But stay tuned for what we got planned. And in terms of theater reviews, just stay around. There's a couple other films, but right now we're just going to take a little short break. So,
yeah.
Cool.
See you later, Bob.